In this lesson, we are just making sure that we are okay plugging things into a calculator, and it depends on the age of the calculator when you get to something like this, because your buttons on your calculator so far, just kind of on this main screen, are you have two different logs. That's your basic log. That's your common log, they call it. Log base 10. That log is locked at a base 10. There's nothing you can do about it. And then this is the natural log, which is a log base E, and it's locked and you can't do anything about it. So there is some issues potentially when you get to this one. How do we deal with that? There's two potential situations, and so it depends on the age of your calculator that you have. If you have an older calculator, older than this, or not an updated version of this, yours is going to be a little bit more complicated. There's just a formula for it. Otherwise, if you have anything newer than this, you have a feature on here where you can put any log that you want to put into this. So just to double check to make sure we're good, all we're going to do is just press the natural log button, 223, and we're going to get an answer. So 5.4072. All right, so no tricks to it at all. If you try to do log of -2, you can't do it. You can't log 0 and you can't log negatives. So this is nothing. Empty set, no solution, nothing. All right. And then here, if you log 2/9, you're going to log 2/9, and you'll see that you can get negatives out of this. You can't plug in a negative, but you can get out a negative. So anything that's less than 1 here, you're going to get a negative value. So -0.6532. And then this wouldn't be any different. This wouldn't be any different. Plug those into the calculator. All right, so this one, when you get to this, it depends on the age of your calculator. So here's how you'll find out. If you have a TI-83, you don't have it. So you're going to have to go the long way on it. If you have a TI-84, it depends if you've updated it or not. You can go on to TI's website and update it, and you can make this a little bit easier. They're user-friendly. Or if you have anything else newer than this, you definitely have this feature on here. So a couple of things that you can do to do this. We're going to log, and we're going to put, there's an app in here, or a feature in here, that you can put any base you want. So if you press your math button, and well, you can scroll down, or you can scroll, it's down towards the bottom of the list, so you can scroll up, and then it's called log base. And you can type in any base you want. So you can put in base 5, and then move your arrow of 8, and that is your answer. So let me show you another way to do that. So if you don't have that feature on your calculator, what you have to do is called this change of base idea. And it doesn't matter if you use logs or natural log, because you're creating a ratio. So it's like having 2/3 or 4/6. It's going to get you the same thing whether you use logs or the natural log, as long as you're consistent with your values here. But your change of base looks like this, that you're going to do log of, not the base, but log of the number divided by log of the number divided by log of the base, or the natural log of the number divided by the natural log of the base. So it doesn't matter which one, they both are going to get you the same thing. So let's say, we'll just kind of show you that you're going to do log of 8, make sure you close your parenthesis, divided by log of 5. That's going to get you the exact same decimal as we got before. Or if you do the natural log of 8 divided by the natural log of 5, that's going to how you take care of what's called a change of base. So if you have a little bit an older calculator, that's the route that you have to go. If you have a newer calculator or you've updated it, then you can press math, scroll up one time, and get to that log base, and then you can do whatever thing you want to do. And then, so if you're doing these, we're doing 3, 11, and then you're going to get some sort of a value. All right, and then that one, same thing. Okay, and I was just going to 4 decimal places because the directions say that. Usually with logs and exponentials, they have you go out to 3 or at least 4. It's not uncommon for that to happen. So, all right, so that is just some basic ideas of using your calculator. So you're going to come across these types of problems when you solve equations frequently. So just want to make sure you're able to type it into the calculator.